Sup my little pulselings, how's it going? Hope all is well in your world. If you like the video, subscribe and you'll be notified when another one's up. Sup pulsers, how's it going? Thank you for joining me today. We're on MECHBORN. This is a roguelike car battler where you pilot a giant big ass mech. I'll go on a normal campaign. I was messing around in challenge mode. So it starts up with one mech. Obviously you're going to get free. And you get your heart over here. This one has flying starts. Now, if you've ever played some of these games before, some of them have stance mechanics, and this usually increases shield or offensive depending on which stance you're in. This one does a stance mechanic quite different. What it does is, so some of them will give you 4 shield. However, if you're flying in the air, which is your alternative stance, you'll get 12 shield. Now whenever you switch from air to ground, when you land you do 3 damage if you have heavy metal on. So if we look at the parts change your deck. Why is he facing backwards? Why did he just do that? Right, so this is a playtest, by the way. So the stance changes your deck. So at the moment we've only got 1 and the other ones, but on land it does 3 additional damage. So we go down to the head, which is a beautiful boy. As you can see, it changes some of the starting cards as well as some of their effects. Grant +2 shield to all defense cards in your hand for each support card in your hand. The support cards are the green ones. When reaching slot 7, deploy a random drone. I might try a different head. I had the first one. When you kill an enemy, gain 2 strength. In the end of the turn, reduce the cost of attack cards on the left by 1. Oh. So that might give you 3 attacks and 3 defenses. That's pretty cool. Shuffle 2 beam cards into your depleted pile. I'm going to have the drone one. Yeah, let's try that one out. Alright, so we got that one, which will give us, if flying, gain 12 shield. Change stance to land. That means if you are flying, you'll get 12 shield, but you'll also go on the ground. So if you're planning to apply a attack card that needs you to be flying, you won't be flying anymore, you'll be grounded. If you cast it when you're on the ground, you'll also change stats. Right, gain 5 shields. Shield's a bit here, missing this. Right, we got deals 5 damage for 1 energy. Deals double damage if in slot 1 in your hand. Deal 6 damage. So it will do 6 damage on normal. However, if it's in slot 1, it will hit twice. Which is fair enough. The slot system I'll show you in the actual game. Oh, we got a little turn now. Beat. Right, deals 2 damage, change stance. So obviously, if you're on the ground, you use that, you'll be flying, in which case you'd want to use that one afterwards to get the extra shield points. Right, how it works. We've only got one pilot, which is this lady here. She is Japanese Canadian, born in Vancouver. So she's born in Canada, wouldn't she just be Canadian? I don't know how people feel about that sort of thing. But I think I should make her. There you go. Right, warp. Change the position of 2 cards of your choice in your hand. That's how you can change where they are in slots positions. Now the 8, 10, 14 and 25 is the power that's needed to cast these abilities. You have all 4 abilities. You don't have to pick one, you have all 4 of them, but they charge up throughout the fight. Discards the last 2 cards. Why do you want to discard cards? Well, because it changes the position of cards, which some of them have certain effects according to where they are. Gain 1 energy. Apply 1 frozen to all enemies. Now, the map system on this is quite interesting as well. It's not a normal pathway where you go left to right. Add a card to your deck, increase maximum health by 10. Lose 10 maximum health, gain a random infuser. Are passive items retained throughout the run. These are basically relics. I will lose 10 health to get a relic, which will immediately exit me out of the screen. Now, this is the starting map. As you can see, you can go whichever way you want. So over here, for example, is a repair workshop. I want to repair my work. I go here, fight my way through to there. I'll fight my way up to here. The landmass does change, because when I was on it earlier on, this pathway was very easy to get to. I got shot by that side, which I'm probably not going to be able to get to because I have to go all the way around. Now, every time you move, you use 1 fuel. If you get down to 0 fuel and then you move, you'll get a heat card. Heat card. Any of your turn, take 3 damage. Costs 1. Yeah, I don't like the heat mechanic. It's the only thing about the game I really don't like. Alright, upon pick up, gain 100 crits. Gain 5 fuel. Well, I can't go high on what this is, so. And I can't really get to a shot, I don't think I'll be able to. We get to here and here. I'll go this way. Purchase fuel and I'll be able to move a bit more. Your whole journey is going up towards the boss. Might upgrade cards. I personally think this map's way too spread out for where you need to go. So we're going to go into the first battle. -1 fuel. Now these are kaijus. It's like the movies where you fight the big monsters. So he's going to do 8 attack. He's going to do 5 burn on me, which will affect me every turn afterwards. He's immune to freeze. On death, deals 5 damage for each ally alive. So I want to kill off the first guy before I kill this guy. They have different abilities. You can get powerful cards that do like 20 in 1 hit. And there are ways to double it and stuff like that. There's nice ways to manipulate your cards. So at the bottom, you have your cards from 1 to 7. The cards that are affected by position will go along on this order. So if I use this card, that will go into number 7. A new card will be drawn. If I use this one, these cards will stay where they are, but these ones will come along once. So you kind of want to take the top ones if you want to push a card along the grid. Obviously, she's got a special ability, which is that one. Change the position of 2 cards of your choice in your hand. Now that costs 8, that costs 10, 14, 25. You get a couple of points each turn. This will tick up throughout the fight. If you don't use it, it will stay there throughout this fight, but this fight only. So that one's power is its power. That one's its power. So it doesn't take 8 out of the pool if you use that. Just takes it from this card section. So they have their own powers, which is pretty cool. Right, so I'm going to get some shield. Change stance. I am going to fire at you. The reason I want to be in the air is 1, to get some really good cards that are awesome while you're in the air. But 2, you take less damage in the air. You take 20% less damage. So he's going to hit for 6 there instead of 8. In fact, I'm going to use that on him to land and deal damage to both of them. I'm going to take an extra shot at that guy. Right, so when this one is in slot 1, it would have done double damage. He's got to learn where cards need to be to use them. There are quite a few that need to be in certain areas to use stuff. It's a cool mechanic. I quite like it. Right, he's going to hit for 10. He's going to hit for 12, right. So, I'll do a shot on you. I'll do another shot on you. And get airborne. When we reach turn slot 7, deploys a random drone. Right, so I get more shielding. 14. Right, I can change a card if I want. It's not going to let me pick. Ah, it did. Ah, dang, it doesn't always work, that thing. It's really annoying. It doesn't highlight the card whether or not you picked it. Sometimes I don't pick it. Well, it is playtest. I'm sure they have a way of highlighting it later in the game. Right, we have lost a little bit of health. I get a shield on and land. Does a nice bit of damage to him. The landing and taking off thing, once you get used to it, it's quite an effective way of attacking. especially with certain cards like the beam cards. One thing I haven't done yet is deploy a drone. Deplete, remove until the end of combat. That's a one-time use 10 shield. Deal 7 damage. If this kills an enemy, it gain 7 shield. Whenever you play an attack card, gain shield. Oh, looks like a power. Oh, we'll try that. It comes across the way it's red there as actual power. Well, I'll take the longer way up so I can get closer without having to use 2 bits of fuel. Now, daytime battles, I think, this do look better. But that's me personally. Right, what you got? Whenever this enemy takes damage, apply 1 strength to all enemies. Right, he's immune to freeze. So I need to take him out first. Right, so I'm going to take 8 damage anyway. Actually, I'm going to change my stats. I'll get 2 levels of shield on. I deal 3 damage, I'll deal 5. Let's deal 5. Right, let's see how that works. Let's stay in the air. Out of the way. Well, whenever you play an attack card, gain shielding. So it's just that straightforward. That's quite a powerful card. Right, double damage if in slot 1. Well, hopefully I'll get to keep that power. Well, click that one, and that should have highlighted that one. Oh, there you go. We got a free little drone. Start of your turn, apply 2 exposed to a random enemy. That just means they take more damage. So that shield thing looks like it only lasts 1 turn, but that's quite powerful. Deal 7 damage and apply 1 exposed. Deal 7 damage if this kills an enemy. Get some shielding. Flying and shield, I like landfall. Landfall is pretty cool. What have we got here? Well, purchase fuel. Oh, I'd rather go to the restore cycle. So you see fuel. 9, 10, 11. Yeah, go on. We just take 2 normal ones. Let's have a look at events. As you climb a large hill, you notice in the distance a group of people being escorted by massive kaijus. Some of the individuals appear to be chained and dragged along. Their fate unclear. Approach the group or stay away. We're going into a fight. You approach the group. You come across pirates in chains led by cultists. The roles are reversed. One pirate pleads, "Pirates, free us from these fanatics, and you'll be rewarded." Before being silenced by his captors, the cult leader steps forward, offering a pouch and warning you to leave. If you wish to avoid their Kaiju guardians, whose menacing gaze is already locked on you, accept the cult leader's offer, get 100 gold. Help the pirates gain infuser. Cards and infusers in shop cost 30% less. Oh. I have no interest in helping them or taking their dirty money. Take the credits, then eliminate everyone. Alright, I gather I'm going to have to fight to get that. That is cheaper shops. Strike swiftly, freeing the pirates. Their leader throws you an infuser with a final remark before fleeing. As the enraged kaiju charge, you brace yourself for battle. Yeah, I've been in the situation before. Pretty much ends up them attacking you every time you interfere in anything they do. Kaijus are mad. Deals 5 damage for each enemy alive. Plus 3 attack damage. Whenever an enemy takes damage, apply 1 strength to all enemies. Nice, 2 of them as well. Right, let's get our shield going on. We're going to take a heck of a lot of damage. We are flying. We are falling. We are killing. Actually, my turn. Oh, Christ slap. I just get to a repair bay, really, don't I? Well, I need to be flying for that to work. I'm not flying. Oh, we get a little bit of shield. Don't do much. Right, we can change position. So we will change position with you and you. Sweet. We get a little turret. Ah. Ah, looks like we're gonna die because this is a bit OP, isn't it? And we're flying, looks like we're gonna die. See, look, these continuously piggly boo along, which is fine by us. So it's a good way to get cards drawn, that is. Ah, I died. Oh well. Card drawing is quite unbalanced. I do think there are some issues with balancing in this as well. Deal 15 damage, deplete card on the left. That's one of the ones I had where I demolished the enemy. I also had one to give me strength as well. Now this is just a play test. They've got quite a lot to go. So I'll tell you the things I like and things I don't like. Helps developers as well. This, I think, is an awesome screen. The fact that your cards are made up of your starting equipment, that is just awesome. You can have a lot of fun with this stuff. And I think players will, especially being able to mix and match, stuff like that. Now the cards, their RNG in this is massively... Do you ever get cards that allow you to stomp the enemy? When I was playing it yesterday, the cards I got allowed me just to literally run through the enemy straight out to the boss. It was really easy. One of the cards I got was 20 hit, and other cards pretty much powered each other up when you cast stuff. So there's a lot of balancing I think needs to happen, especially with the enemies. Now the fuel mechanic in this, I hate it. There's no positive to having it. I hate it. I think it's I think it actually decreases the value of the map, because the map's so big and pretty much everything is so spread out on the map. I think you need to condense the map or double, possibly triple the fuel, because no one's going to actually go exploring. There's going to pretty much make a beeline towards the end boss to save on fuel. Once you start getting fuel cards, the heat cards in your hand, it will demolish your run. It'll just stack up and stack up and stack up. But that's only about the RNG side of it. You can have really, really easy runs or really, really hard runs, depending on the first 2 to 3 cards. Yeah, balancing I'd say is an issue. And there's no reason to go upgrading your cards if they're off at the sides, because it's going to cost you too much in fuel. Because I was trying it yesterday, and I made a side line to one of the fuel depots. Not one of the fuel, one of the upgrades, the kind of like a blacksmith upgrade cards. By the time I got over there, I'd used so much fuel, there's no way I could get to the boss. Pretty much ended my run. That's whenever you go off the main middle alignment. Because when you get to the fuel sites, it takes you too much. The drone side of it is pretty cool. I had a few drone cards last time, I didn't use that ability because, like I said, I had a few drones deployed. Drones in this are they're fun. They're a lot of fun, but you're not guaranteed to see any of them. The pilots looks like you've got a nice big selection. She looks terrified. Look at her eyes. Yeah, so it looks like you're going to have a nice big selection once it gets going. But yeah, I'll say it's an okay game. But I think it needs a bit of work here and now, especially in the map side of it. I think it needs a bit of work. But this is a play test, so I think the developers have got a nice little start of a game. But there you go. That's just my opinion. That was MECHBORN, the playtest. And as always, it's not up to me, it's up to you to do you. Pulsebeetle, thanks for your time. Have a good day. Keep the pulse. And remember. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you want to see the next one, you can just subscribe and you'll be notified when it's up and running.